everybody. Welcome to another episode of Warpstorm Radio. I'm dead inside, and here are my two co-hosts, the Corn Cell and Big Shot. Say hi.
Hello.
Some animals give me boners.
We're gonna talk about an event that we all went to last weekend, a GT in Michigan.
Yeah.
It was really weird. So pretty much we go to this tournament and they have like leisure zones. Like they had like he invited us out. We drove out. It was like a 14-hour trip, like we were like, we're gonna hang out with our boy, it's fine. So we get there and there's like some leisurely activity zones. Like they have like cornhole inside. They have like it's all inside.
It's a $300 ticket, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine though. It was worth it. We're not gonna say the name of the event because we don't want to like get any bad press here. But they had like cornhole. They had like big like those like inflatable punch like things, the Rock'em Sock'em Boppers.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was pretty cool. And they had a fucking ball pit just in the middle of the convention floor.
And it wasn't like anything impressive. It was just like a small ball pit.
Yeah.
Like only like one or two of us could be at the ball pit at any time.
Pictured on screen right now. This was the ball pit at this GT, dude.
Hey, here's the crazy thing. It was like a massive event hall, and the 40K table space only took up like a third of it. It was just nothing. And everyone, like all the vendors and stuff, they didn't really have anything to sell because they jacked up the price to $300 last minute. So everyone had to use their money that they were planning on spending on merch at this event to cover their ticket cost. So it's like.
It was highway robbery, dude. Speaking of like jacking up prices, you guys hear that Spirit Airline closed? Like we were gonna fly out, but I guess Spirit Airline fucking closed, so like we can't fly cheap anymore.
Listen, here's my I'm gonna keep this as non-political. It's not a good thing that Spirit Airline closed. Like, yeah, haha, funny. The bad airline company closed down, but it legitimately was a great way for people to like go travel affordably.
Yeah, it was. I'm mourning Spirit Airlines right now. R.I.P. the GOAT. Like a lot of things has happened to me this past couple of years. Like Endless Gift Goo got nerfed, Spirit's gone. There was the ball pit incident. Uncle Ted. Like we've lost so much. Anyways, we're talking about 11th edition. Yay!
Whoa. Yippee! So just like show of hands. Who like out of us? We're all pretty excited for 11th, right? I mean,
I'm very excited.
I'm dead inside.
Yeah, we know.
Listen, I think you're too Triad. I think you're too doomer pilled, honestly.
It's more of the same. Nothing ever happens. It's 10.5 with extra rules.
Listen, I don't care that it's 10.5. I think 10th was a fine framework. The only main criticisms I have about 10th are that it's like bland and lacking. So now that we have stuff on top of that, I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, like you could have extra detachments. Like, yo, dog, I heard you like detachments, so here's some detachments for your detachments.
I feel like the change to the detachment system, it wasn't necessarily we really want to like reevaluate some of our detachments because we know like some of these are really lackluster and you're never going to touch them. It's more like that. I think that's what it ended up being. I think they're. Oh my god, where was I going with this?
Some detachments are like just unplayable because they just have terrible matchups, but they benefit one specific unit type well. Like, for example, Speedwa, dude. Speedwa sucks, but like bikes are cool as shit.
There's a guy on YouTube. I love this guy. If we could ever have him on the show, I'd be eternally grateful. Wa Tactics. He basically like dives into like orc meta shit every single week, and basically the state that orcs are in right now is like you can maybe win an RTT with like 8 people with Speedwa, but like it's awful. It's a jail archetype, so you're just like you feel like an ass for playing it.
Yeah, it's just you're not having a great time.
the results are lackluster too. So it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I like that you could move a truck, get out, and charge, which is cool.
You can also do that with Gore Track Warriors.
Yeah, it's just shitty Gore Track.
Every single time I play an orc detachment that isn't Warhorde, I like spike my sixes so hard, and I'm like, can I please be playing Warhorde right now? But I decided to change things up that day, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went into my faction deep dive. I'm sure you guys did too, but
Yeah.
we had mentioned RTTs earlier. Speaking of RTTs, we're having a little event going on in the server at time of recording, right, guys?
Yeah,
It's
the
true.
Warpstorm Street Tier Cup. It's underway.
So for those listening that aren't active server members, what is a street tier?
The Street Tier is defined by someone who isn't abysmal dog shit at the game. They're just painfully mid. Or someone who hasn't really taken the time to go to a war.
Yeah.
They might have RTT.
Yeah,
More commonly,
they
they're
might have
just like the menace of their local LGI.
Like the big kid on the sandbox. Concepts of a plan?
Concepts of a plan.
I have concepts of playing Warhammer eventually, as my models collect dust that my wife bought me to distract me while her boyfriend's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
What we should do is just start a TikTok and
Dude, TikTok is such a brain dead platform, like legitimately.
dude,
The
how are you
people on
gonna
that
figure
app.
out about like Warhammer lore in 15 seconds?
Yeah, how are they going to
Like that
learn
one
about
time
the
the orcs thought they
Dreadnought?
were a tank.
What about the Dreadnought that was older than the time of civilization?
Dude, that was like a crazy moment in the lore when that Tau fire warrior killed the dreadnought, and he looked in the sarcophagus and saw that the dreadnought was older than his entire civilization. So he just offed himself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
A lot of the issues I think that stem from this community reusing jokes come from the fact that a lot of us are autistic and a lot of us are boomers, and both groups cannot like lose a joke to save their life. If they think something is funny, they will continue to think it's funny until the heat death of the universe.
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
see another Marnius Calgar in blank armor, I'm punching somebody in the fucking dick.
It was funny. It was funny two times. Okay, it was funny once.
Maybe two times.
Maybe twice. I got a chuckle the first time, and I got a mouth the second time. It is brought me like physical anguish every single time I've seen it since.
Yeah, it's like watching The Office. It's just cringe.
Oh my god, yeah. People who watch The Office in 2026 need to be dissected.
People who, dude, it's only like sophomore college girls with no personality and no social life.
Can confirm.
Yeah, and like they roll up to class.
I misunderstood.
They roll up to class with their Stanley that has the Dunder Mifflin fucking logo on it.
Oh my god, the amount of because I go to a fairly large college, and the amount of people I see who like I take one look at you and just be like, what are we doing? What are we doing in our life? It is 2026.
I went to an art school, and for reference, I did drop out, because I was on my Bill Gates, Steve Jobs flow. Did I do anything productive with it afterwards? No. But art school is weird. If you think your college is weird, art school is fucking weird.
Oh, I wouldn't say local, but like pretty big art school in Chicago, right like around my area, and I get like just local people that go there, and they're all really weird.
Local
really weird people.
Dredges of society. Everybody in the photography program at art school is just Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just gonna take a couple pictures. You mind if I take a couple pictures real quick? I'm like, no, dude, like this is a gas station. Get the fuck out of here. It's for a body study. I need to study anatomy. All male photography majors are just dogs chasing a car. And they don't know what they're gonna do. They get one, and they just throw out their shit.
Legitimately, every single time I've met a dude that's interested in photography, I'm like, oh, what do you shoot usually? Chicks and cars.
Little known fact about me, I'm actually really...
Yeah, but you also have other hobbies that make up your life that are also interesting.
Yeah, I just do like urbex photography.
Listen, if I met you in an LGS and the first thing you tell me is I really love photography, and that's the only quality you have about, I'm not asking for your number.
Yeah. Well, I mean, urbex is just fun, dude. You like break into abandoned places.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like it's just fun. Yeah.
That is cool. I mean, I feel like I'd be pretty good with that. I have a little known fact. One of my hobbies is just picking locks. I don't even do it like because I want to like go play. I just for the love of the game.
You just do it because you're a criminal. You just pick locks. You just break into people's houses and leave them little presents.
No, unironically, I think I've been like last year. I was so bored at my dorm that I just broke into my room for the love of the game.
What if you bought like 40 things on Null Oil and you just broke into a bunch of houses and just put one pot of Null Oil on their kitchen counter and just left? You're the Null Oil bandit. You also upper deck their toilet before you leave.
Yeah, I was going to say like I
feel something. You do something more.
You're just going at that point. You're just going into their house and leaving a $5 bill. I don't see what like.
What if you just did that? You just broke into people's houses and just left them like $5 in cash.
Or you do the Darth Maul special and you poop in their urinal.
You poop in their urinal. Nobody
actually
urinals in like conventional houses. It'd be great.
Dude, it would be great. Listen, if you run like a frat house or something, you should get urinals.
Yeah, for all your frat house leaders listening, get urinals.
Yeah, all 8 of our fans. The chance
of one of you.
It's not high, but it's never
anywho, we're wildly off track.
Bro, this is the longest cold open of all time. 11th edition.
11th edition.
Yay.
Alrighty. So so now that we've like kind of like me and the corn cell very excited. Andrew, not so much, but understandable why. You're lukewarm. I feel like personally, once you see like the amount of shit we're gonna be able to do at 11th and experience that firsthand, you're gonna be back on the like.
To preface, this is mainly your guys' like first edition change. This is like my.
No, I was around from 9th to 10th.
This is your second edition change.
This is my second edition change.
First edition change, and this is my like 6th. So.
Gru.
Yeah.
He's Gru, you know.
That movie was ass. I'm sorry.
No,
bro, shut the fuck up. It's great. Sometimes you gotta wake up in the mirror.
Minions would help out Horus. Like that ass.
No, probably. They probably would have helped out Erebus, and I guess by proxy then.
Do you think that the minions from Despicable Gru, Despicable Me fucking stabbed Horus with a knife? And they're the reason the Horus heresy happened?
I imagine.
They fucking just stab him and they're just like, banana!
The Emperor watches like 8 minions in a trench coat pick up Sanguinius' body and leave them.
Alpharius is just like 8 minions in a trench coat this whole time.
I think if minions existed in the 40k universe, it like actually they split in half.
Yeah. He's busting.
He's busting. I'm about to blow. Isn't it true that you're really into minions?
Yeah, you're super into minions, right?
Yeah, I love minions.
Yeah, we're apparently, according to Beerhammer 40k on the gram, you are fluent in the minion speak.
I am. That's a true statement. That was actually a slur in their language.
It's like their N-word.
Yeah, it's like the minions N-word.
There's a hard A.
Some banana.
Some banana.
Whoa.
Then you know they're pissed. They're like banana.
That's when you know you're fucked up and you're about to get jumped.
Yo, what kind of sick bastard pisses off a minion? I feel like every single time I watch one of those movies, they're so joyous all the time, no matter
Would
what.
y'all crack a minion, not gonna lie?
No.
Yo, now that you say it out loud, yeah. Maybe. If there was like a bad bitch minion.
Bad bitch minion that's caked up.
If there was like a baddie minion, I would probably crack.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't tell anyone that I did that.
You gotta be just evil enough to keep her around.
Yeah. Be up in the minion pussy like whose banana is this?
You just hook up with crack BBL minion and you just become Nick Fuentes.
Yeah. Why?
Do you think that's the reason why Nick Fuentes is so racist? He just has a minion.
Yeah, every like terrible person just has a cracked ass minion. They gotta keep it up a bit because the yellow snaz is just that good.
Were minions in the Epstein files?
Oh, 100% minions were in the files, bro.
Dude, the minions were planning the cameras and shit.
The minions are behind everything, bro. The JFK assassination, minions were there. They were the second shooter on the grassy knoll.
Ghislaine Maxwell was just a couple minions.
She was just a cracked ass minion, yeah. Just two cracked ass minions in a trench coat.
The mental image of a minion shooting some human shields.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about minion pussy. Let's get back. Man. We here at Warpstorm Radio are here to guide you through some of our favorite bits and tidbits from the faction focuses. We're gonna talk about our main armies for a bit. We're gonna talk about the good. We're gonna talk about the bad. We're gonna talk about the minions. Probably. There's a chance.
We're not gonna do
that. But anyway, who wants to start us off? A big shot.
Yeah.
Big shot. You go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna start this. We're gonna lay out a couple presidents, and I do have a source on a leak that the points change.
Can we just acknowledge the ramifications of minion
and oh god, I didn't even think about that.
He's gonna listen to like,
hi, Papa.
That makes sense. I might get
minion push.
Yeah, so is that what the episode's gonna be called?
Yeah. Warpstorm Radio episode like in minion pussy.
11th edition rumors.
Our goal at Warpstorm Radio is to make you panic every single time you get a notification that we posted. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna preface this: the state of where orcs are currently, the state of where I think they're gonna be after this faction focus, and upon launch. So we are bad. We are really bad right now. I don't like using win rate as a stat, but when it's an outlier, I think it's valid. We're like at a 39% win rate. We are hot ass. And that's for a multitude of reasons. Mainly it's because our only good detachment was our index one that didn't change upon the codex drop, so we've been playing the same lists for 3 years. We got a breath of fresh air when Gaz 20 was introduced, but that's about it. Everything else is just perma, like, Israeli cancer jail lists that aren't fun to play into, aren't fun to play. And there really isn't, like, the pirate one's okay, but that's where we are. We're just bad. We're bad. We're out power crept. It's not great. Going into 11th, our faction focus. So they revealed the faction focus really didn't show us much. All it really showed is that Mordaka is going to continue existing. And then they screwed us over. They announced that we're keeping the bullshit battle wagon detachment that nobody asked for. But then they're gonna do a second one. But then they're gonna have the wagon keyword on this detachment, so you can't take both. So they're basically like, you can take that we were gonna have these two cool battle wagon detachments, and you can only have one. You can't have both because screw you. I think what's more interesting is on the live stream they recently did, they showcased Dreadmob is 2DP and Mordaka is 1. And for those of you who do not play Orcs, let me excuse me, sir. Oh my god. Okay, Dreadmob is shooting buffs and melee for mech led units and walkers. So that's sustained, lethal, or extra AP, and you can roll a dice for that, or you can choose it and get hazardous. It's a cool detachment, but it suffers because you lack movement. You don't really have much play into certain armies. But they revealed it's 2DP and that Mordaka is 1. Daka is those same units. What? I'm gonna check the.
I'm gonna come out on a limb here and say let's not abbreviate detachment point for the remainder of the episode. I think it's very imperative that we do that.
Okay, my bad, twin.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You good? You good? All right, Mordaka is, those same units in Dreadmob that get the buffs are also getting the buffs in. God, what is going on?
Don't worry. After this. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. Just keep doing your thing. Keep talking.
Don't worry about
it. I opened the group chat. Can we put that on stream?
For those reviewing Spotify and can't see what's on stream right now, it is a Etsy link to.
It's an Etsy link. It's an Etsy link to a hand woven minion condom out of wool. Dude, I was like, what is going on? Oh my god. It's like there's no way he's laughing this hard at DP. Oh my god. Anywho. The same units that can get all the shooting and melee fun buffs in Dreadmob have the same synergy with Mordaka, which is advanced and is everything gets assault. So you're just like you're hyper turbo, you're hyper lethal, and you can also take the rapid fire detachment enhancement multiple times. So like the shooting orc stocks are up. I'm really excited. Yeah, but apparently the only points changes as per a source I cannot say. I'll tell you guys after. Said the only change we're getting on for points on release is Gaz is getting a slight nerf and maybe 10, which does nothing.
Dude, he should.
Like, it's really funny though.
What he costs and Gaz costing what he costs is criminal.
Gaz is probably like, dude, every single time I run Gaz, I'm just having a jolly old time.
I hate it.
The one game I got to run Wazdaka, I had a jolly old time. My opponent didn't, but pure evil.
Yeah. Fuck Tau players, bro. Fuck Tau players. If you listen to
oh my god, yeah.
Tau,
but that's where we're at right now with Orcs. Looking pretty hopeful. The fact they aren't changing points tells me that they think the combining its detachments is going to be more potent than they anticipated. Hopefully, I don't know. Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad about the Weird Boy nerf. Like, really mad. They made it so he can no longer lead Breaker Boys, which is like the only thing he was good at. Yeah, but you do that with Breaker Boys.
Nah, he's good at the jump.
Yeah, he has to jump.
You do that
Dude,
with
he
20 boys.
he jumps off the table. He jumps off the World Trade Center.
I think that Weird Boys, when they cast the jump.
My personal headcanon for when Weird Boys cast a jump is that they're like, you know, like some Korn songs where Jonathan Davis just goes absolutely ham on the mic. I think they're doing that.
Yeah.
I listened to Yo, you know that one guy, the Necron guy dude at my LGS that crashed out on me in like December? Because I go every week to the same store, and he goes too, and we go at roughly the same time.
Yeah.
I've just been listening to like Waka Flocka Flame on like the car, full volume, windows rolled down. I am down the entire time.
Yeah, you gotta
move pulling up to your LGS with just the most heinous.
Dude, I'm
playing.
contemplating doing Charlie Kirk Funk this upcoming week. So yeah, that's Orcs. I'm not really looking to play in a different army in 11th up until we get really bad.
You remember when you were Salamander pilled
I was
for a little while, and I was like,
I was Salamanders pilled until they revealed the Overwatch change, and I'm like, well, I'm no longer Salamanders pilled.
Fuck Salamanders.
Gay ass army. I don't care about the lore. I don't care about the models.
Do you guys know that guy on Instagram who like cosplays as the Emperor and does the Hope Core? We should get him on, and he should defend why Salamanders are cool, and we should just make fun of him for 3 hours.
Or we could do our favorite Salamanders player of all time, Eevee Goes Hard.
Oh yeah, we should just get a Salamanders variety episode where you get the worst people who like Salamanders on.
Space Marine Simp is one chance to get back on the show.
Space Marine Simp, if you're listening to this, put a 4-point argument up why Salamanders are cool. And if one of the points is they're the good guys, you're immediately disqualified.
It needs to be 1,500 words, MLA cited, Times New Roman, 12 size font, double spaced, on my desk by Monday.
You need to cite like 3 sources.
If you want to come back on the show, period, we need that.
3 sources, and it can't be Wikipedia. It can't be anything that's in the Black Library.
And I will run it through an AI checker.
Personal references that we have to call.
My dad keeps sending me like Twitter things about like they can see when you're using AI, and he's like, you better not be using AI at school, and I'm like, I'm doing accounting. I'm not writing essays.
You're like, Dad, I 100% use AI all the time. I'm actually in a committed relationship with ChatGPT.
Yeah, we're going steady.
Dude, people... Have you guys seen that Ted Nivison video where I think it was either Ted or Eddie Burback. I get the two confused. But like he basically just goes along with whatever ChatGPT says for like a month. And it legitimately had him like living off grid, eating baby food.
Sick. Tutu's
my word, Krosky. You're a Gerber fan. pull up to Prospero.
Yeah, if you really think about it, the Space Wolves are the most Canadian faction.
They are. Definitively.
Yeah. So any Canadians listening right now, you should probably play Space Wolves.
I know our one Canadian is just like mauling right now. He's typing a big paragraph in our group chat. He wouldn't do that. He's the GOAT. We love you, Borg.
Yeah. So yeah, though, I mean, I think orcs are gonna look good, man. It's just my only concern is like, are they gonna have a first codex like syndrome? Like,
this is the problem. I think with that argument, 2 things. One, we're limited, but not necessarily by like powers creep entirely. It's just we don't necessarily have high AP in a lot of sources, so it's very easy to just like, 2-up save, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but with the changes to
That
cover,
too. That too.
you know what I mean?
I don't like shooting stocks are down, but they're also up. They're down because, of course, uh, like we're gonna be hitting on sixes a lot, but then also they're up because we have so much more synergies with our damage buffs. Uh,
Yeah, I
but I
agree.
think Tyranids was a special like situation because the Tyranids Codex was like it was undercooked because they had a bad army rule, and they had a bad army rule because they wrote 10th edition in like the span of a week, and they didn't playtest Battle Shock to see if it would really do anything.
They didn't actually playtest at all. They actually fired all their playtesters going
What
into
a
10th.
bold
It was all in 10th.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think they wrote that rule and they're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so busted," and then they gave Space Marines reroll hit and wound on the launch.
Yeah. I love that. It was awesome.
Dude, I didn't. It felt so dumb.
My Space Marine list on launch was like, how many onslaught cannons can I fucking jam in a list?
Oh yeah, and then the
And I'm gonna have Gilliman, so I can just switch my oath target after I kill it with my
pure
infinite
AIDS. I think that
onslaughts.
every single time there's been a meta of Space Marines has like found a way to abuse it. Remember
Yeah, for sure.
remember double land raider redeemer salamanders because you could action advance, so everything just action advance shoots. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Space Marines are just the problem.
I feel like Space Marines need to play more like Custodes.
And Custodians need to play more like Moons.
Exactly. You get me.
I know. So I mean, yeah, I can talk about my factions
That'd be
if you guys
great.
would like.
Yeah, go for it.
So the two factions that I play, the two out of the three, I'm a chaos boy. I love
Chaos.
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 I love chaos. I'm Professor Chaos. But anyways, Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Demons. So start off with Chaos Space Marines. I was overlooking the document today, and it's okay.
Are you keeping
It's alright.
are you keeping your packs?
Yeah, so we're keeping Dark Packs and like the new detachment that they rolled out, which is like Psyker and Demon Prince focused. Um, uh, the there's some cool synergies, but I don't think it's a good detachment. Um, and then they rolled out like some changes to the Raptor detachment, which I think is cool. Like Raptors and Warp Talons can have some more play, which is nice because the Night Haunt detachment we had is cool, but it doesn't synergize with anything besides like 3 units. And I think overall, having these auxiliary detachments that are like super focused on one thing is going to be cool to have as a one detachment point part
Yeah,
of your army. So certain things like that, or like let's say Warp Forge Pact for or Warp Meld Pact, whatever the Vashtor one. What if that's
it's
one
not.
unit
I think
and you're demoning it?
unironically, I think that's going to be one of the few detachments that's going to be 3DP. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, why? It's not good.
Or no, sorry, Soul. Whatever
Oh,
the one that's like super good right now.
Soul
Yeah,
Forge
that's the one that's going to be
Pact,
3DP.
not the T Suns one, the
Yes.
CSM one. Pact Bound is really good right now, but I think having these like certain little exclusionary detachments that had like focuses on some units but weren't really great on their own is going to open CSM up to some interesting play. Like the Terminator detachment for Iron Warriors would be cool if it's 1 point. So I'm looking forward to like the synergies that I can cook up with between my two armies, especially with CSM and demons. I was under the impression that CSM and demons are going to be combined, which I think I'm wrong on. So that's unfortunate. But that being said, running like, to move on to demons real quick, running like something like Shadow Legion in conjunction with another detachment would be really cool. So I think CSM is going to look really strong. We have some of the best data sheets in the game right now. Obviously, the changes of terrain and rules changes makes the followers a little less oppressive, but our infantry is still very good, and I think we're going to see a lot of great combos with our detachments within CSM. Moving on, demons. I think demons are going to be one of the strongest armies in the game.
Probably,
especially with demon benefiting from cover.
Yeah, with demons not benefiting from cover, it's going to be cool. Psychic ignoring mods on certain units like Bellacore
Bird.
and Bird, as well as like even stuff like Pink Horrors is going to be interesting. What I really like as a concept is having something like Shadow Legion, for example. If Shadow Legion is 2 detachment points, and then having something like the mounted detachment that they rolled out that focuses on chariots and cavalry as a 1-point detachment. So being able to soup in even incursion and another demon's detachment is just going to be fun and interesting. And I really look forward to it. I think demons are going to be extremely strong. I hope we do eventually get a codex. That's my big concern is like, do they just keep us in this limbo state where we don't have a codex, or are we going to get one? So that is my concern. But I think demons are going to be really good. The detachments that we rolled out, like I just alluded to, there's a chariot one that allows units like Blood Crushers to get like the mobile keyword and go through walls, or Seekers to go through walls. So that's cool. There's one that's focused on the non monster characters like my boy Slavish Bile Piper. And there's one more that's like there's one more that I completely spaced out on. Oh, it's infantry focused. It's infantry focused, so it's about like the smaller demons. So it's just gonna be cool, man.
I think it'd be interesting to see what like multi-god combos you could come up with.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see Blood Crushers on the table again, and it's probably something that I'll be experimenting with a little bit more. I know I did a couple of games with them this edition, but I'm interested to see what I can cook up with Crushers, because they are just fun.
Are pretty fire. They're like what, T7, T8?
Yeah, there's T7, 5 wounds, 3 up, 4 up, or 3 up, 5
3 up, 5 up.
The charge mortals is like what really what does it for them.
That's what I think. That's what I wish Quick Hug Boys were, but they just will never be.
Dude, 7 dudes like with 3d3 charge mortals is just cracked. Or 7 dudes with D3 charge mortals is what I meant to say. But yeah, man, it's gonna be cool.
Anywho,
also very excited.
But speaking of Blood Crushers, KDK, man, what's up with that? What's up with Khorne?
So what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about World Eaters first, and then I'm going to talk about Emperor's Children, because those are 2 of the armies that are very near and dear to my heart. We're going to start off with World Eaters. I think World Eaters and melee armies in general are really going to benefit from 11th edition rules, because now you have like Overrun, where you basically get like a second pile-in, or this or that. I think World Eaters specifically are going to really benefit from that. Some of the detachments were kind of mid that came out with our thing, but there are some nice ones that you could pair with others. Because I know that Berserker Warband is going to be 3 detachment points, which like we kind of knew that. But stuff like KDK is going to be 2. I've even heard that Gore Track will be 1 detachment point, which would be awesome. That we might see it at the Corn Cell return to Gore Track Onslaught. But anyway, one of the detachments that really stuck out for me was the Brazen Engines detachment. That is like a demon vehicle detachment, which lets us. I think it's at the start of the fight phase. Anything within engagement range of a demon vehicle, so that's like your Defilers, your Maul Fiends, your Forge Fiends. One of the big detachments that I see myself running with KDK is the Brazen Engines detachment, solely because that just buffs Defilers. Because I think out of all the other World Eaters detachments, I think Defilers benefit KDK the most. And then, you have like the you have the Terminator detachment, which like I'm not gonna fucking run because I think that's stupid. I don't like Terminators and World Eaters, but that's just me. And then they redid what?
I was gonna say, what are they doing if they release the Red Butchers?
Then maybe we could start talking, but until then, like I don't really care.
Got it.
And then they redid the Vessels of Wrath, which is kind of just I think it's every time a World Eater's character, like it's not dependent on charge, which is awesome. But anytime they're selected to fight, you get +1 AP or cleave, which could be awesome.
Cleave, very interesting.
Cleave is just a cool.
Yeah, I do like it. I think that could be cool. I don't know what I would pair it with. Probably like we can't pair it with Berserker Warband. So I mean, who knows? But the thing that stuck out to me the most was the Arch Slaughterer enhancement, which you can put on any World Eater model. And once per battle, you can just activate it, and that unit just has every Blessing of Corn active.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you could just put it on a Lord on Jug and 20 Zerks, and you're just like, hey, guess what, shithead? This 20 brick of angry fucking Berserkers has reroll charges, 6-inch pound consolidate, sustain hits, lethal hits, dev wounds against infantry. You're just dead. Whatever it touches dies. And then you also have a stratagem in the Vessels of Wrath attachment, which gives a unit Diet Coke Berserker Warband, so they just get the +1 attack, +2 strength. Which is cool. I think Vessels of Wrath is a very interesting attachment, but I don't know what I would pair it with.
Gore Track.
You could pair it with Gore Track. So like you get Lance plus
it's
so it's like I could see it. I think with Gore Track it could be cool. There might be some play in KDK. I don't know. You don't really run a 20 brick in KDK.
Is it 1 point?
Do
we know?
Everything that's come out in these articles have been confirmed with attachment point.
Yeah.
So it's just like we'll see. But I like the direction that World Leaders are going in. I think it would be awesome to be able to take World Leaders to a tournament again.
And not want to kill your captain.
After last time.
Yeah.
Really?
Once you're forced to take World Leaders to a team's tournament, you never want to stop beating your team captain to death with your bare hands.
I know one.
Anyway, moving on to Emperor's Children. Emperor's Children are still a relatively new army to me. I like playing them a lot. But I think the main issue with Emperor's Children is just like we don't have
we don't have a big enough range. We have like 8 units total. Like 5 if you want to, if you're only saying like Emperor's Children exclusive units.
I think you guys
So
are getting your second half this edition.
I hope so. That'd be awesome. But that's our main issue. And then our other issue is just like, besides defilers, we don't have an answer for high toughness shit. So it's like every Emperor's Children list now starts with 2 defilers. And you're basically locked into running Coterie, because why would you run 2 defilers and Fulgrim and you don't have enough points for other shit that you need? So like every Emperor's Children list is just, okay, I start with 2 defilers and 2 to 3 squads of Noise Marines, and then we go from there. But there's
it's definitely due to your lack of model range.
I'm sure that once we get, because there's been rumors like Doom Rider, Sonic Dread, other shit. But I'm sure once we get more models, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like there's the Terminator detachment again. So it's like, I think it's just Emperor's Children Terminators get +1 to charge rolls. And that's it.
I think it'd be really interesting if we saw the EC Terminator change across the board.
What do you mean by that?
So your Terminators can only be taken squads of 5. So if that was just the standard for every army,
that's true.
No more 10 brick Terminators.
There was the other one. It was called Frenzied Host, which I thought was cool. Anytime an Emperor's Children battle line unit makes an advance or fallback, you get +1 strength. So you basically get the the Court of the Phoenician detachment rule without having to take Fulgrim, which I think is cool. You could easily pair this with Coterie, and then Coterie the Conceited just gets fucking overcharged, because now everything that's making a charge is getting a +1 strength. So it's really just a great way of combining Coterie the Conceited and Court of the Phoenician. There's also an enhancement that gives.
Do we know fundamentally if it carries over like that? Because I have the feeling it doesn't.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? So here's what I'm gonna say. So you have this one detachment that is +1 strength if it falls back and advances or whatever, right? So what you're saying is, if I take a squad of Infractors in that, and I take a squad of Infractors in Coterie, they both benefit from both detachment rolls.
I thought that when you're doing the like you just have the 2 detachments, and then everything in your list benefits from all the detachments.
No, it's gonna be. I guarantee it's gonna be composition. So things that are in this detachment get this. Things that are
I don't see why it would be that way.
And
I feel like
that's how it was last.
Last edition though was more locked to like you're playing specific models that the keywords weren't necessarily like grouped up like vehicle, infantry. It was elite, fast attack.
No, it wasn't.
For list comp, it was.
Yeah, it was.
And then Court of the Phoenician makes it so you can just have an AP5 Lord Exultant that just shreds anything that doesn't have an invulnerable save.
It's so funny.
It's really funny. And then there are like some there's like evil AOC again, so you can just have -1 AP.
Evil AOC.
Yeah. And then there's the one that I think is really funny. It's a Flawless Blade attachment. It just gives Flawless Blades fights first, even though fights first is like turbo dog shit now.
Is there like there's zero reason to use it now?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, cool. I guess you can have fights first. Who gives a shit? I guess it benefits if you attach Lucius to Flawless Blades, because then Lucius doesn't lose fights first, and so he's not losing anything if you attach him to Flawless Blades. Or no, he's still losing Lone Up, but like, who cares? And Flawless Blades he's losing less. And then that's really it for EC. I think World Leaders in EC are going to be a lot better than they are in 10th and 11th.
I think you're going to be really strong contenders for like the best
Yeah.
in the game.
So like, I'm glad that I'm playing the armies that I'm playing now. I play Demons, EC, and World Leaders. So I don't think I'll have a shortage of bad armies or good armies.
No doubt. I think shooting armies are going to struggle a little bit.
Well, the new terrain where everything basically is towering. I don't know. Like, how does that change that?
I mean, I guess not. I mean, I don't think I considered that. Because you could just touch a terrain piece in it.
Yeah, I feel like a trip rep X is going to be a thing still. That, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I remember I had a Space Marine player complain about my Defilers, and they're running like double rep X in +1 event.
Bro, are we for real?
I'm like, dude, come on.
We've had about 10th, just in general.
Just power scaling and rules writing. Other than that, the edition's been kind of good.
6-7.
Where we do still have a couple of events left in 10th edition, unfortunately. You got ACO coming up, and then Summer Ruin, which is a 10th edition event.
Yeah.
I can't believe Summer Ruin is 10th. I'm saying that like I'm going.
Yeah. But at least Historicon is still.
When's Historicon?
I think it's in July. You should go.
I'm gonna try. I'll see if I can get a job by then. I might be able to.
You can't fly speed.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Hey man, if you go to Historicon, I'll get you a BBL minion. I'll find one for you.
No,
I'm just gonna find a dwarf and paint her yellow.
The Rattle Can Prime.
Yeah. Yo, hold still. I gotta hit you. We'll all be cracking minions. This is what we voted for. And then tune in next week, guys. We're gonna have a really fun episode. We're gonna be watching Warhammer Plus and making fun of it.
Oh, that's what we're doing. I got Warhammer Plus. If we need to utilize that,
we're gonna be making fun of it.
I already have like a slew of things ready to go.
Thank you for tuning in to the Warpstorm Radio. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Ciao, arrivederci.